If saving time around the house is as important to you as it is to me, it is extremely vital that we take into account all of the robot mops and vacuums out there. So today we're going to go over this one and why I like it and why it's actually the one I chose to keep. So this is the ECOVACS DEEBOT T30S combo, and it simply just isn't a robot vacuum. It's designed to be an all-in-one cleaning system, and this one also came with something that none of the other robot vacuums I have ever had came with. And today I want to show you just how much comes with this vacuum and how it drives around, picks up crumbs. I'm going to walk you through the major features, explain what they actually mean for you, and talk about how this combo stacks up against some of the other premium robot vacuum systems on the market. So probably my favorite feature about this mop and vacuum combo is that it also comes with a handheld vacuum with 3 different attachments. I'm going to put this to the test at the end of the video, but this lasted me a clean of the upstairs, stairs, laundry room, and playroom before I needed to charge it again, and that was a lot of vacuuming. So let's talk about suction. This has 11,000 pascals of suction. That's a substantial amount of power for a robot vacuum and is designed to handle everything from your everyday dust and crumbs to debris and even hair on hard floors and carpets. For some perspective, the Roborock S8 Max V Ultra, another premium competitor, is rated up to 10,000 pascals of suction. So based strictly on the manufacturer's published maximum suction, this one really stands out above the rest. Of course, suction numbers don't tell you everything, so brush design, airflow, navigation, floor top, and even that are important when choosing a robot vacuum and mop. That suction becomes particularly interesting if you have pets or if you're like me and have a lot of kids and you can see the floor is full of crumbs. If you're tired of getting hair wrapped around your vacuum, this approaches that problem with a specifically designed V-shaped roller brush and dual combo T30. The idea is to guide hair away from the brush and toward the suction pathway instead of allowing it to wrap around the roller, which is a huge deal for me because that is very annoying. That can be a major convenience in a house with a lot of pets, kids, or long hair because one of the biggest advantages of owning a robot vacuum is supposed to be reducing the amount of work I'm doing. Now let's talk about the mop because this is an area where the T30S combo gets much more interesting than a basic robot vacuum and mop. Instead of simply dragging a damp cloth around the floor, this one uses its Turbo 2.0 system with 2 rotating mop pads, as I've shown you on the bottom of this vacuum. These pads actively scrub the floor while the robot moves. For everyday cleaning, that's important because dried-on messes often need agitation to be cleaned up. Think about those little sticky spots around the kitchen table, footprints, splashes around the kitchen, or just everyday grime in high-traffic areas. But this mopping feature is the TruEdge Adaptive Edge Mopping, so it really gets in those hard-to-reach spaces. One of the limitations I've noticed with another robot vacuum is the shape of it. A round vacuum machine trying to clean against a straight wall can naturally leave a little space, but this one extends outward, travels along the wall, furniture, and other edges to go ahead and get those hard-to-reach spaces. That's a feature that matters to me because I don't want a robot vacuum that cleans 90% of my floor. I need one that cleans 100% of my floor. Here's that hair attachment I was talking about, and those are the 2 mop pads on the bottom that extend out of the vacuum itself to get those hard-to-reach spots. The mop also uses a hot water mop, a hot air drying, and anti-tangle technology. That's amazing. That's a very different proportion from simply asking which robot has the highest suction value. This even has that plus some. Now let's talk about the navigation because I know people get really aggravated when their robot mops get stuck and they won't clean under their furniture. This one is a little different. I'm going to show you where you're going to download the app. It's going to map out your house, and this one uses True Mapping 2.0 and True Detect 3D 3.0 for obstacle avoidance. I've shown a video throughout this video of the mop trying to get under something, and it can't, and watching it get back out. It was seamlessly easy for this thing. The robot uses sensors and laser-based mapping technology to understand the layout of your home, create maps, navigate through different spaces more intelligently, and that means you can use this app to customize how you want your home cleaned, rather than just simply pressing start and hoping for the best. Customization is one of the biggest reasons I really liked this smart robot vacuum. Maybe the kitchen needs more attention than a bedroom. Maybe you want a particular room vacuumed but not mopped. Maybe there's just an area that needs an additional cleaning that day. And once you've created your map and your preferences, that robot can handle this all fine. This is where the app is, and here is a picture of the mop. So I had a chance to use the handheld and put it to good use with an explosion of a diaper in the washer. If you know, you know. It was sticky and wet, and this sucked it up completely. I got everything off of the floor and even out of the washer with ease, was able to dump it out, clean it out, and it took one swipe of the vacuum. I love the handheld because if you do need to clean your chairs or something under the couch, this is an easy thing to pick up out of the vacuum and get those hard to reach spots that your robot vacuum mop and vacuum just can't. So the question is this robot mop and vacuum actually better than every premium robot vacuum on the market? And I wouldn't make that blanket claim, but it does have features that stand out over the rest, and we're going to list those here. Different competitors have different strengths and areas. The Roborock's S8 has sophisticated obstacle recognition, carpet customization, so if you have a really tight space, that might be one to look into, and really some impressive smart features. Premium Roomba systems also offer their own approach to carpet protection, navigation, and dock maintenance. But if I were comparing them based on the complete cleaning, the T30S combo has a very strong argument. You have that 11,000 pascals of robot suction, ZeroTangle Technology, specifically addressing one of the most annoying problems with your vacuum. You have rotating turbo mops, TruEdge Adaptive Edge Mopping, automatic mop lifting for carpets, hot water mop washing for up to 158 degrees Fahrenheit, hot air drying from the mops. You have automatic dust collection and water refilling, smart mapping, obstacle avoidance, and an amazing app and voice control. And then you have something many of its other competitors just don't include, and that's an all-in-one station. That integrated handheld vacuum with the dual self-emptying and cleaning. For me, that's what makes this above the others. Make it feels like a whole home cleaning system in one. So if you have pets, kids, a combination of hard floors and carpets, rugs, or simply just trying to spend less time vacuuming and mopping every week, those features can make a noticeable difference in how much hands-on cleaning you're doing. And ultimately, that's how I would decide whether a premium robot vacuum is worth the investment. Don't just look at the biggest suction number on the box. Look at how much of your actual cleaning routine this machine can take off your hands. And with the DEEBOT T30S combo handling your floors automatically while also giving you the handheld vacuum for furniture, stairs, and those areas a robot just can't reach, this is the one of the more comprehensive cleaning setups I've ever seen. So if your goal is to automate as much as everyday cleaning as possible, keep everything together in one system. Again, here is that robot vacuum trying to get out of a tough spot, and it does it with no problem at all. That is a huge deal because the last thing I want is to wake up in the morning and realize that my robot vacuum and mop has been stuck under a chair all night. So if you're looking for an item that is all in one, can do the vacuum and comes with a handheld, this one is for you. If your goal is to automate as much as everyday cleaning as possible while keeping everything together in one system, this combo definitely deserves a closer look. Here it goes right back into its home where it automatically cleans and gets charged for the next time you need her.